Howdy there, Internet. My name is Walnut, and today we're going to be casting yet another beautiful, beautiful game of StarCraft 2. Oh god, that voice crack though. No problem. Today on Iron Fortress LE, we have XP's Prodigy is the red Zerg up in the top left-hand corner. His opponent in the bottom left-hand corner, a face we all know and love from a beautiful, beautiful, unorthodox PVT, Dipwood. Yes, yes, we casted him just yesterday, actually. This man has some pretty interesting play. I really enjoy the fact that, like, he's not unwilling. I guess that's not the best way to word it. He's not unwilling. He's very willing to go things that not everyone would expect. Now this is interesting. This is a 6 pool right here. So Dipwood is going to be in a pretty bad spot if he doesn't go for a gateway on 13. It looks like he will though. Ah! No! No! It looks like he's going for maybe a Nexus first. Oh, no, okay. It's just a 14 gate. This could have been really bad for Dipwood. 6 lings on the way, though. They're going to be crossing the map pretty soon. This Overlord's scouting in the right direction. This drone is scouting in the wrong direction. It's going to be a while before the Overlord actually scoots down to see what's over here in the space. So he could actually end up sending his lings across the map to the wrong area. The lings are actually just chilling at home right now. He picks up a gas so that he can get Zergling speed. Double gas, really? Oh, he's probably just doing the gas trick, maybe? I don't know. Whoa, he's pulling all of his drones for this. Big commitment. No, Dipwood throws down a Nexus. He's going to be in a very bad spot. Very low econ game. Very... I don't know. He doesn't have any units. Prodigy scouts. He finds out that Dipwood is not, in fact, in the bottom base. All the drones, there's a bunch of Zerglings, a bunch of drones headed right for Dipwood's base. And he's got a Nexus. He's got a Nexus, a Cybercore. Zealot just starts now. Chrono Boost goes on the probes. This is a very unfortunate position for Dipwood right now. Prodigy scoots up the ramp. Dipwood sees this. He needs to cancel the Nexus right now. He does. There's no units. He needs to hold very, very carefully. He needs to be very careful about how he engages these units. Mineral walks the probes through, gets a nice surround. Actually kills a lot of the drones, a lot of the Zerglings, gets damage done. The Zealot's there. The Zealot starts attacking. It's going to take a lot of damage to bring the Zealot down. Probes trading with drones. Zerglings trading very well with the probes as well. The thing to note, though, is that Dipwood has a lot of money right now, and there's no mining going on for Prodigy. He starts to run his drones back, I don't know where, probably running them back to mine. He leaves the Zerglings there, but the Zealot's going to be out in just a few seconds that can easily trade with 3 Zerglings. This is a failed push now from Prodigy. He does have more workers, but the thing is it's going to take quite a while for these cute little drones to run all the way back to the base. Zergling's just going to be really annoying while they can, as we have another Zealot coming out, but no real way for this Zealot to catch these Zerglings. He's going to have to be very careful to not lose any probes. If he loses a probe to these Zerglings, it's maybe game over because of how close this game is in terms of econ. Alright, Zealot's just chasing. Needs to be careful. Alright, good. He's leaving one of the Zealots back. This is super smart. He leaves one of the Zealots back around the probes so that the Zerglings can never get an opportunity to go in and snag one. Zerglings just dancing around. Prodigy's droning up right now, but I don't know. This is an odd situation. Maybe he goes for a roach follow-up, or maybe he throws down a double expand, or just something really crazy or weird, just to throw Dipwood off even more. The thing is, Dipwood's not in a very good spot right now. He's got almost no workers. He's got he's got 7 workers to 8, so he's actually catching up right now. But the thing is, Prodigy's able to get so much more on the map just because he's been mining for a little bit longer. He's a Zerg player, so he's at liberty to expand a little bit earlier. Uh-oh. Dipwood moves out of his base with one of his Zealots, I think. Yeah. and actually allows the Zerglings to get on top of his workers. Doesn't allow any of them to be sniped, though. He should run in with this other Zealot, try his best to snipe that off. It's very important. Because right now, Prodigy's getting complete, full information, full scout on what exactly Dipwood's doing right now. Alright, does pick off that Zergling, but not until after it saw everything. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because the Overlord's here and there's no Stalkers on the map. But letting that Zergling be annoying and take your attention is not maybe the best thing. Now, it's worth it to note that 2 Zealots on hold position cannot hold a ramp. Trust me, I've tried a million times on, what's the map called? Secret Springs. I tried a million times there and it never works. Prodigy just droning up, getting a queen, standard stuff, just making sure that he can produce the things he needs. Still no warp gate on the way. We have a forge almost done, but no stalker either. He's letting this Overlord sit here. There's also no expansion on the way, though it looks like he's saving up for it now. I don't know. He doesn't have enough gas for anything he wants. I feel like he should pull a few workers off maybe. And alright, he's queuing up the Nexus now. Hatch starts for Prodigy. These are actually very similarly timed. It's almost like the game has been reset because of that all in. Dipwood comes out on top in terms of army, though. Throws down a cannon at the front. This is smart. He doesn't know exactly what Prodigy's doing right now, and Prodigy is actually putting on a lot of lings right now. So this actually is going to turn out in Dipwood's favor. He's going to get that cute little wall off going on with a couple of gateways, and these lings aren't going to be able to get in. This is a lot of wasted supply and wasted larva if Prodigy isn't going to be able to do anything with it. Now it's going to be a little bit close, though. He looks like he wants to throw down a gateway. If he can get the gateway down and the Zealots in position before the the Zerglings get there. Oh, it's going to be close. And he does. He gets it on hold position. There's a cannon. Wait! Dipwood! Dipwood, no! Dipwood! Oh, the Zealot wasn't on hold position. It ran out. Zerglings are able to get in. This may turn out to be worth it for Prodigy here. Stalker's out, though. It's in defensive position in the mineral line. Probes are pulled off the line. Only one probe dies so far. Stalker might die, though. Stalker goes down. Still only one worker lost. Absolutely beautiful hold here by Dipwood. Not losing anything to those Zerglings. Really, really fantastic hold. He's going to have to... Okay, he's getting a sentry. Zealot's on hold position now. It was really unfortunate letting those Zerglings pass, but man, he held that very, very well. Didn't lose very much at all. I believe only lost one worker and a stalker to all of those larvae. Even more Zerglings in production now. They have speed this time. I'm surprised that Prodigy actually didn't wait for speed the last time that he attacked. Third base going down for Prodigy right now. He's macroing up very well, but I don't know. Dipwood looks in a very incredible position to hold this sort of aggression. It honestly does. It looks like the game has been reset multiple times here. Just because of how well, I don't know, like how low econ the game is. Zergling's starting to be active on the map. This is very good. You never want to make a Zergling unless you're going to be using it. Ooh, Pylon goes down in an interesting position. This could just be scouting, but it could also be for some hidden tech later. Dipwood here has plenty to hold this. Zealot on hold position, 2 sentries, and a cannon. Nothing these little Zerglings can do. Maybe if it was like 40 more, but there's no way that's happening anytime soon. Not quite enough larvae, not quite enough hatches. Not actually throwing on a whole lot of gas here is Prodigy. He's getting his Roach Horn, which is good, but it looks like he's maybe going to do a Roach push off of 3 bases. This is very interesting. I don't think that Prodigy's actually in a position where he can, even with a bunch of Roaches, break Dipwood right now. He's on 3-gate production. He's got plenty of sentries. He's got a Mothership Core, 2 cannons even. He looks incredibly well defended here. And honestly, this is the same situation as the Terran game, where the Terran may be overcommitted to all sorts of attack tech, but Dipwood always being incredibly prepared. Phoenix scoots in, sees absolutely everything. Sees the Roach Horn, sees the gas, scoots over, sees the third even. This is a beautiful scout. This is like the Terran money scan. but with Phoenix instead. Looks like the Zerglings are scouting for hidden bases here, maybe taking a page out of the book of the last game, even though maybe he didn't see it. Just making sure that there's no shenanigans going on, since Dipwood looks to be playing extremely passive right now. A lot of sentries, actually, able to get constant scouting information. There's a probe outside the base, maybe looking to take a third, since Dipwood has plenty of money banked up. Actually going for 2 more gateways in a very interesting position. It looks like he's trying to... He anticipates a roach push, and he's trying to create an even smaller gap that the roaches have to funnel through. This is very good SimCity, but it could end up playing against him if the roaches sit outside the wall and just pick off the gateways. Zergling's looking to poke in again, but again, Prodigy Dipwood's incredibly prepared for this. Scoots up, looks for a third base. There's nothing there yet. Phoenix still scouting. If Dipwood was paying attention, it's incredibly hard to notice, but he could see the is that burrow move? Burrow move? I'm pretty sure that's burrow move. 2 immortals in production. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a Dipwood hold. There's nothing that okay, even more immortals. So he needs to get an observer though, just to make sure he doesn't die to the roach burrow. He's got a couple of cannons, but if those get picked off, he could be in a very bad spot. He's throwing down even more stuff to make sure that the Prodigy can't just run in. Big warp in his stuff. Blink's on the way, too. +1 attack. I think that's Overlord speed. All of these things on the way. That might be Overlord drop, actually. That could be pretty sick. But with the amount of immortals that Dipwood has right now, he's in a very solid position. +1 already finished. He started +2. Overseer gets in, sees the double robo production. Double gateways. He should notice maybe that Blink's starting. I believe Prodigy's Masters, Dipwood is Diamond. A lot of roaches on the map here. He's actually going... Dipwood's going for a Warp Prism here. We could get into some pretty sick stuff here. Looks like Dipwood's moving out on the map, maybe to take their... He actually does have an Observer with his army. 4 Immortals. Needs to keep backing up. He is. Time Warp. Beautiful Time Warp. Some nice force fields to section off the army. Maybe not the most efficient force fields in the world, but he's got 4 immortals, so he's at liberty to use as many as he wants. Able to force field off even more of those roaches. I would maybe like to see a bigger spread. Alright, another time warp goes down. Immortal starts to take a little bit of damage, but he's trading very well with these roaches. Roaches burrow, move under the force fields. Immortals are forced to back up. A lot of the sentries are being picked off, though. This is a little bit bad. He's losing a lot of gas there. Alright, beautiful force fields on the ramp, though. Sections off those roaches and is able to take them. Now, the thing is, you get 4 immortals like that. There's no way you can't trade very well with roaches. I think that was a very bad engagement for Prodigy. He was engaging on top of the ramp, but he was letting his army be sectioned off by Dipwood's force fields. And what does he have in defense? He does have a lot of Hydras, but I've definitely seen Blink Stalkers and Immortals trade very well with this. We see this type of composition pretty often in GSL. A couple of Hydras actually moving... Okay, no, that was just a bad rally point. Warp Prism actually helping out now, giving us a proxy sort of thing. We actually have 14 Zerglings on the way here. This looks to be... Oh! Alright, so... Prodigy getting right on top of Dipwood here. Guardian Shield goes down. A bit too much Guardian Shield. We see the Blinkstalkers trading incredibly efficiently. And yeah, that's going to be game. There's not quite anything the Zerg player can do against this big of a ball when he had only Hydras and his Zerglings were trickling in. Very good game from Dipwood. Very low econ, lots of just interesting stuff that happened. Prodigy wanted to play very offensive game, but Dipwood again, incredibly prepared for the aggression. Thanks so much for sending in your replay, Dipwood. And I will see you guys next time.